Hello, welcome to Successful Trading. The year is 2020. The day is April 19, and this is our weekly summary recap. In this video, we are going to be talking about the levels and what transpired on this past week, our current positions, and then we will be tackling on which stock we will be watching for the upcoming week. Without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let me, by the way, congratulations to all of the one who made it on Saturday, 1 p.m. Live session on YouTube. I had fun. Hopefully I answer all of your questions. There is one question though that I felt a little bit on at ease when the question, because I even got another person afterwards. I'm not sure if that person attended. Is the question of showing my trades or how much I make on a trade. I think so far, guys, you can go back. There are 61 videos or even more in the video. My trades, when I started, I actually will go taking the time, and it will take me a lot of time actually capturing the screen of my buy, and on my sell, you have all of them, guys. You have a great deal of them. So in the video, sometimes I am fast into going through things. So as of now, let me show you an example of position that I hold. It's not a secret. I gave you guys this position last Tuesday. So anybody could have taken it by just reading the video. So I bought this IWM May 15 145. I explained yesterday why I'm having them, right? So on Friday, I think I added a little bit more, as you can see here. So I'm holding that position as of now. So if I go here to my position for IWM, so the question was, what's the percentage gain that you see or anything? So I bought this for 9 cents. I told you last time, and again, it's on the one of the video, it made 1,700%. Yes, because I was able to buy them so cheaply and then sold them. Sold them, not all of them. I was scaling my exit. So the last one that I sold was exactly at that 1,700%. You could have done that. I mean, each one of us will have a different P&L. So it's difficult for me to tell you that, my P&L for this year is this much. It's not going to help you out. I want to teach you, if you would like, the methodology on how to be successful. That success, the level of your success will be different from my level of success because of how we react to a trade. What is our relation to money? And I talk about that on the psychology of trading. There's an article on the blog that says that really that's what trading will make a difference between the very, very great traders. And I'm not there, trust me. For me, there are things that still bother me in the market when I have gains or anything. So I try my best to get to a certain P&L. So I hope that by watching those videos, you're going to have an idea when sometimes we have winning trades. We have had quite a few recently. I mean, remember the 850% on SPY? We have those details. We show you our entry, what we did to get that. So I wanted to clarify that so that we are on the same level ground. So these RWM, I'm going to be super patient with them. If, let's say, they drop back to 9 cents or even lower, because they did that last time, hopefully I'm going to be in a position to buy more. This is a tiny account here, doesn't have much. So I'm just going to do that on this account. So hopefully we are on the same page on that. So quickly, let's go here and bring in our levels, right, on the major markets. So that's step number 2 on here. So SPY. SPY, I think, did I remove my Fibonacci level? So that's not big deal. We can bring back Fibonacci on here. So that's where newcomers, they can get familiar with it. So what is this tool? I know there are a lot of newcomers, guys. So I get my day like today, I'm answering a lot of questions. I don't mind. That's part of the process, and we are just starting together. So we're gonna put together very shortly a mechanism by which actually we can help each other become successful. So here are the Fibonacci levels on. If you don't know what the Fibonacci levels are, just search for a video on our playlist, and we already have that video. So SPY closed at. Why? No, that is not. Yeah, I was like, we already have SPY Fibonacci. That's SPY. I don't know what stock that is. So, okay, we already have this here. Okay, very good. So, we closed at 286.64, and the 61% 61.8% retracement at 292. I keep hammering that, guys, because those levels, they are important. And the one other thing that we can see on SPY is that there was a live print. Yeah, let me be precise, because I've been in my writing or talking, I've been confusing people between dark pool prints and live prints. So like somebody corrected me, thank you. I think it was it Peter or somebody corrected me today, so I updated the video. It was a live print that came on BA and C. I'm gonna come back on BA later on. But here you see these levels. So right now, what are the features? The features, if I go quickly here on my FinViz, I mean, I can take my futures from anywhere, but just that I have it handy on here. They are red. Yeah, we opened red. But again, we know that, well, I can tell you, if you haven't been following, that the futures are not a good predictor of the future. Yes, so trust me, those numbers, they could either get worse or they could. So I don't mind. I don't force anymore about futures. Trust me, really. Even when pre-markets, I look at pre-market movement, like on Friday was telling what they were going to do. You can really tell, let's say starting at 8:30 Eastern, between 8:30 going to 9, you have a good idea what potential could be happening. And if you have read some of our article, you can use the DAX in Europe. Yeah, the movement of the DAX the pattern of the DAX could tell you the pattern of SPY as well. If you have questions on that, send us a question, an email. We will make sure that to make a video again to feature that. So we stand on here. It's the middle of nowhere. The nice thing on here on all of these charts is that now we are getting some room on the upper Bollinger. So because that's key. Otherwise, it become overbought very quickly, right? If it goes outside of the upper Bollinger. I'm just talking technical here. Again, if you are new, that's okay. You will get to learn all of this thing in due time. So this is double inside bar and with a close above the high on here. So bullish action normally. Then we have that print. Where was the print on Friday on SPY? So let me not say something foolish. Where was my print? On SPY, I believe the last print came in at 284.91. It was what? It was 2.1 million. Okay, we closed above 284. So if we open above that print, we have a bullish action normally. So that's a simple rule as that. Trading really has to become a binary type of thing. We are bullish above a level, we are bearish below a level. No feelings, no attached emotion. Oh, I like this. I talked about that on the live video yesterday, the live session on YouTube. So check it out. It's recorded, so it's posted as well if you were not able to be with us. So that's how you have to go about if you are trading a position that has a print of anything, because that's what we have been seeing, and it will work out nicely for you. And especially if you start hedging now, I mean, you can just sit back, relax, and they will take the market whatever direction. You will be there, you collect your money, you go to the bank. Yes, that trading can be sometimes as easily as a binary event, up or down. That's as simple as that. So that's SPY there. QQQ is the one that has been trading ahead of everybody because it actually passed its 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, which is 257. It closed at 215. So yeah, SPY, again, this stemmed from those who were, did I talk about that in the yesterday video? Yeah, there was a print here. There was a print here. There was a dark pool print here. I think I can say dark pool. I don't think it was a live print. Was it a live print? On that day, it was a Friday, and then the rockets it shipped. So that pattern there, we could be seeing a pattern like that on SPY, where after that print, tomorrow maybe we start lower, they do a Monday thing, and then between Tuesday and Wednesday, they just take it further up. So we are not there yet. We shall see. We're just going to follow the action. So we talked so far in this weekend or daily markets recap. We talked about, okay, we clear out something about our positions and how much P&L we are seeing. Now we're talking here about the recap of the market and how the week went. So I encourage you to do when you are looking at charts. So we talked about those who missed the video again yesterday. There's a lot of nuggets in there, really. Using an app called TeleTrader is free. You download that on your phone. It helps you to look at the chart and study the chart. That's what, I mean, you can do trade fundamentally, but I'm hoping that if you're on this channel, you're interested in day trading and swing trading. Those are the two things that we do the most, and they are based on the technical analysis that we do here based on charts. So this is how the weekly has been going for the market. I mean, so far, it's not that bad. I mean, this is QQQ 215. This is 20 points away from all-time high, guys. Just quietly with everything that has been going on, you can imagine. I mean, so far from this level, so many we have retraced above 61%, meaning that this the loss here from this level to here, we have recouped more than all of that, and so that's interesting with earnings season starting next week. Yeah, so Tuesday, Netflix, it's kicking off things. So I hope you are ready. Those who were in the live session, they get to receive, because I've sent it personally to the emails, even up to recently, our earning quant analysis or research, if you will. What is that? This is a PDF file that's going to be telling you the historical movement after the earning of the stock. Again, before the earnings, meaning trading the options before the earning, that's not for us. We graduated from that. So that was so many years ago. We graduated from it because we know, and we have the research to back it up, that most of the stock, after they announce the earnings, there is still money to be made. And trust me, there's plenty of it to be made. So that research encompasses a good 70 stock. I think the extensive one. We try to shorten it a little bit. It may not be obvious to most of you to understand, because we did some trial runs with some folks. Please read the instruction. If you have it already, read the instruction, and if you want it, go to the website, and there is a pop-up. Yes, there is a pop-up, guys. Remember yesterday in the video, I think the pop-up comes after 15 seconds or so. We don't want to just bombard people with pop-ups. That wasn't our choice or anything. But there is a pop-up there asking you to enter your email such that we can send that to you. So that's help us talk about that. And we also talked yesterday about, for those who want to have one-on-one coaching session, that's a service that we are offering. So just send me an email and we will work out the detail. It's going to be happening through Zoom, as simply as that. Set up a time where we get on one-on-one, and it's going to be the first time that we talk is going to be free, meaning it's going to be a 30 minutes consultation interview to get an understanding of your level of trading and what you want to accomplish. We have so many things in store for you guys for the rest of the year. We're just getting started on here. So many things. Just inquire with us, and Successful Trading will be providing some neat solution in the near future here for everybody. We also have, I believe, so that I forget about that, people are signing up for the WhatsApp room. The WhatsApp room really, actually right now, have more people than I've ever had. So I'm very eager to see how the interaction is going to be working on Monday. I have a few ideas, but you guys are going to help me who is in that room. I think I just added a couple of more people this afternoon, so we will see how that goes. So we talked about SPY, we talked about QQQ, IWM. I mean, I can show IWM to you. Yeah, I will tell you why MOMO is there on the screen. IWM, Russell, so it still has not gone above 38.2%, guys. Trust me, but that's fine. That's fine in due time. So sideways action, sideways galore. So for me, my interpretation of this is that these guys are just waiting for some room to be made. And actually, I can tell you there is a mathematical formula on how these numbers they can go. It's pretty much the close plus 2 times the standard deviation of the last 20 points on here. So if I count 5, 10, 15. Okay, so starting next week, because this is going up, you can expect, so I see this line here, the parallel line here. There's another line on here. Okay, so potentially when this is going to be going up, it's going to go up in increments of 4 days. That's what my prediction. Tomorrow, it could come back and even test this moving average 117 It's okay. As long as you stay above it, we're still gonna be bullish. Definitely that position, trust me, I learned my lesson. I'm saying that now, then tomorrow I'm gonna be telling you, oh, I had to sell it or anything. No, I will manage to just hang on there. These guys, they love playing this game. So yeah, we could come back here tomorrow or Tuesday or anytime. That's fine. I'm gonna play the long game for that. So that's conclude where the market currently is. Next, I'm gonna be talking about the stock that I'm going to be watching other than those that I have. So the current position that I have, I think they are well documented. IWM, and then what's the bank? Citi. So any other bank. I exchanged with another subscriber in New York, the guy who I told you who had made money on my friend from New York who had made money on Amazon on his first ever trade. He made big money. So he too, without consulting each other, I was checking on him to see how things are dealing with the coronavirus over there. So he told me that he was considering trading a couple of banks, JP Morgan namely, and Goldman Sachs. I told him that in my case, I made some decent money on on Friday, but I think that it still has room. So I have the May 1st 50 calls. Okay, so we have that out of the way. I think I have some calls on all on Zoom. I made some money on it on Friday. All of a sudden, it was just flying off the shelf. So I got those as well. So what am I going to be looking for? So I'm going to be introducing something for the first time on this channel. I'm going to be introducing something that I've been working on since 2017. It's my own methodology. Okay, so it's just a preview, guys, or anything. I don't know as of now what plans I have in store for it, but I want to show you something here. So let's just, for the next couple of minutes here, I'm going to bring this on. Don't worry if you don't understand the gems of it. I just want to showcase something to you. So because it's just down on me on here. So remember last week, right? So I'm going to be reading stocks on here that out of this, my methodology, actually how they behave and they will have been making money. I'm going to be focusing on. So the signal is called a forward 3-in-1. Most of you, if you have heard of that or anything, that's great. Then we can have a great conversation of anything. So BA had a forward 3-in-1 on the 14th. So that was the 13th. That was last Monday. So over the next 4 days, BA jumped a lot. So the level that here at the close, that stock was at $148, $147. And then 4 days later, it was trading at 153. But the interesting thing is that the low was 132. So 7%, 15% from that low level. So that was one of them. Adobe on the same day had the same signal. So Adobe the very next day actually jumped from 320 to 342. And then Gilead, yeah, I get the very same Gilead. It was a signal on my methodology. And these numbers here, they giving me an indication of historically when the signal happened, how much percentage up or down that we see. I will explain all of that. And this is the number of occurrence over the most recent period of time. All the stock that I have on my watch list, I can do this for any stock. I have an algorithm that run this every day. I've just that so much has been going on. I stopped running that algorithm when the market was just all over the place. But now I can resume actually doing that. So we have so far BA had a forward 3-in-1 and gain were produced in 4 days. Adobe, Gilead, DAL. Who else we had there? MOMO. That's why you had you see me with MOMO on here, because this was the forward 3-in-1 and within 4 days. So that was on the 13th. So on Monday, if you were to buy just weekly calls, just weekly calls, I will tell you how the best way to set it up to trade it. You will have actually benefited on Friday, big gains on those options as well. So this is just a preview of that methodology. So again, no worry about it. So that methodology is giving us signal based since the last day that we ran it here, right? Well, actually here on the 15th, I'm not sure about these two stock did, but there are stock that I don't trade that much. So, but I will check them out the next day. Just for the sake of time here, I'm gonna move to another signal. This signal is called IB. So in this case, I can tell you right now that Roku, based on this signal, and this is the percentage that within 6 days, I gave you some gains within 4 days. But for me, in the algorithm, I can change the number of days. I like for me to look at it within the next 6 days. This is the variation. So Roku going to be making a move here soon. The conviction that I have on that as well is the fact that Roku had a print of 400,000 share at $100.26. So 8% up, 6% down, or 7% down. You're strangling Roku. It's telling us that within the next week, Roku is going to be making some big move. And typically, I may be wrong, I don't know what's in store, but the very next day, Roku is making those type of move. That type of move. We saw AAL. AAL trade pretty much the same. No, not quite the same. It's the airlines as GILD. So something to expect there. Oh, this guy has been so oversold. WYNN, right? So it gave a signal on the 15. I'm not sure how. Let's check it out very quickly. So WYNN, because that is stock that's it's on my watch list, but I've really been neglecting it. I mean, I just been like, wow, WYNN. But WYNN has been actually moving. And again, the goal for us as traders is for the stock to move. We don't care about is it bullish, is it bearish. We make money on put just as on call. So no two ways about it. So if we have information or indication based on signal or just flow algo, Telex, successful trading, future methodology to be unveiled, that the stock is moving, that's all we care about. So, okay, a little move on here after that signal from 72 to 78. But I believe there is more to come on there based on that, on the signal that we have on here again. So the stock that we're gonna be looking for, definitely Roku. Do I trade Roku that much? I am not so sure. But one that I'm gonna be telling you to put on your watch list the entire week, I'm gonna starting tomorrow, is gonna be NVDA. This indicator signal came twice, on the 15 and on the 17. That's something that, based on my experience and the movement, in average, but the number of occurrences here is much higher. So these occurrences are over a period of 200 days or something. This is a rare signal, this setup here. This setup is more frequent, hence the gains sometimes they are smaller, but in option, my friend, right? A 3%, and depending on your entry or anything, because this, if you enter when it first goes down, it could actually become a 6%, meaning the sum of this plus this. We will talk about that in detail. Last week, for instance, if you were to follow this after this signal on Monday, you made money on IQ plenty. Same thing if you were to follow JD, you made money on the bullish side on. And here, this was predicting that typically in average, out of 19 occurrences, it goes up 5%. So let's check JD and we will stop right there. That's the sites over there. So JD on the 15 had that inside bar signal that Telex is talking about, then that people do not know much on as of now. So where is it? Is this the daily? Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. So it was on the 13. So on the 13, it had an inside bar. An inside bar, I've explained it a little bit, just mean that the candle is fully inside this one. So that's what that indicator is. There are plenty of them. A lot of stock have them. But the value that I'm going to be providing you guys and to everybody is that I have a study on it over how much period of time, by how much you can move. So in this case, for JD, after that signal on Monday, you were to take calls. This is huge. I mean, the first day, a high going from 42.78 to 45, but as usual, JD gave back, right? You don't care. You trade this intraday. You make your money. The next day, the same setup. As long as you're above, because you can consider that this was kind of a box on here. So bullish after breaking above this large box consolidation that you have, paf, you made money. If you held the position all the way in swing trading, on Thursday, you were rewarded as well. And then depending on your sentiment, over here obviously was overbought. And hey, it has to cool off a little bit. You could have made money on some nice puts on here as well. But I'm going to conclude there because I think I've gone a bit too long. So in summary, what did we talk about today? We tackle on the current position, where the market currently stands, right? And we introduced to you setups that we will be unveiling more detail in the future, which lead us to the stock that we're going to be watching this coming week. Roku is one of them. AAL is one of them. You can put WYNN in there as well. BA, obviously, I mean, but BA by now we know because it was already an event last week. NVDA, those. MU is another stock that we like to trade, and Adobe, because Adobe had that signal on the 15th, but it has already made a move, but it's a very powerful stock that can continue to make a move. I mean, if you want to write them all down here, pretty much all of these, that especially these and some of these, typically after a couple of days is when really you see the highest move onto them, and I will be talking in detail about those. So I will leave you with that for tonight. Hope that you have a very relaxing weekend. Apologize for the video being so long, but I wanted to take the time to just give a little bit more detail onto this. So we'll be talking on Monday, hopefully after the market close, and to see what transpires on the first day of the first week. Until then, thank you everybody, and have a good evening. Bye bye. Hello.